Okay, just now we talk about visceral energy. So how are we going to relating that now, connecting with the meridian chi? And what really is the function or one of the function of the energy point and the meridian network in regards to, we have the source of the problem, right? And source of the problem, and also the build, which is the superficial. So these are medical theory, okay? Medical theory of the Night-down Taoist medicine, okay? So now what happened was now these are very ancient knowledge. Like I said, I given the a session last week, just raising because now we all heard about acupuncture and meridian points and things like that, energy point. But there's still a lot of, shall we say, unknown. Where they come from? Even now in China, we still don't have. To me, I don't accept that some of the records saying that, oh, you got hold of some people stick needles in it and try it out. To me, it doesn't. It's just ridiculous, right? I can stick a needle right there, right, Pak Hui. I stick it right in there and poke it like this and tell you, how do you feel? How do you feel? Right? So it doesn't matter you put a prisoner of war or get hold of a prisoner and then stick a needle in there and then ask him how you feel. Then you have to say that how you find out the meridian work. Come on. Come on. I mean, it's a bit silly, isn't it? Okay. So you get hold of somebody's, get hold of your foot and put a needle right in there, the Yongquan, and stick a needle right in the Yongquan and say, hey, how do your kidney feel? How do your kidney feel? Or put a needle here. Hey, how's your lung feel? So you cannot really accept, can you? I mean, I don't accept because still we don't know where it came from. It's been there for thousands of years. So there are still a lot of research to be done. Okay. So, but also the Western medicine try to find it. They have previous years. So what do? They open up autopsy. That's fair enough, autopsy. But they couldn't find anything. Then they said to the Chinese doctors, would just say, hey, you guys, are you serious? We cannot find anything. No, I can even find a very minute fibers of the neurological or the nerve systems here. But where is your energy point? Where's your meridian? You don't see it. So I've been asked many times over the years when I was obviously teaching in other medical university, other professor, Western professor, they all asked me this similar question. So how am I going to answer? So the only thing I can answer to you is, right, yeah, of course you cannot find it. Why? Because the meridian is linking to, just now is the visceral, all the organs. So when the organs are live, then obviously the meridian is a network of distributing, right, and connecting the whole of the body. But when the organ is dead, you're cutting out a dead body. So how would you find that network? Because there's no life force. You talk about life force. So the meridian is a network of distributing the life force, the vitality, the health status of the major four organs. Major four organs. Of course, you got more other organs involved, but it's just the major 14 organs. So you cannot look at a dead body and try to find a life force. Okay, so but all those years I keep on working on it. Try to find out there must be a better way to try to sustain. Okay, now this afternoon I was doing the Chinese side. Dr. Chong was very kind. She sent us some more picture. And so we show you the picture. Today's, I think it should be done by some American doctor now. They're using some luminate substances to inject into it, and I actually see the meridian. So there's a few pictures like that. They can actually see it. Okay, yeah. Next picture, people was born actually with the different tissue. So these are different tissues in the musculoskeletal systems. Right, the dermis and epidermis is showing because it's energy, isn't it? So obviously in the infrared make it a bit more, shall we say, powerful, and probably burn and completely different cellular structures there. So we can actually see it is the illuminant substances, right? You inject it and show it to you. So this is one way. With today's science, we can actually testify that yes, the meridian exists. Okay, so there are a lot of experiment now, research done by many other different professors and other research fellows. So it would be quite interesting, because now we can use the modern science to try to decode all these ancient wisdom dated back 5,000 years, at least in China. Okay. Okay. And also, before I wrap it up, now there's another way I was working on it, because to me, numerology, using the numbers, we could have maybe able to calculate, right, the energy flow. Because at the end of the day, if we look at the cellular levels, each cell is a particle, isn't it? We're talking about the particle, and you have the nucleus, proton, electron, right, and all the neurons spinning around, and that's how the energy or frequency of, or pulse, whatever you call it, okay, it's just name. It's no point to argue about the name. We just call qi in Chinese term, okay? So the energy was come out through each little elements. We call it particle or yun shou or yun jing, you know, in Chinese, okay? So if we can somehow calculate or measure that particle bits and pieces who coming out at a cellular level, and then I was going to suggest that actually if we're using Einstein's the theory E equal to mc squared, the E is the energy. So now we are talking about energy, are we not? Right? M, obviously the mass. Okay, what are the mass? Now we are talking about, I can use it, the weight of the organ. So for example, they talk about, you know, the gram. So how heavy the mass of the heart? So if we can weight it, right, and also the C is the square root of C. So they're supposed to use it for measuring the speed of lights. So obviously the energy you give out, the frequency, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm sure, you know, with a bit of more work, I'm still working on it. So we can put out a equation and using numerology to prove the existence of meridian points of the organs, the organ visceral, the topic today. Okay, so now my major thing is, if that was the case, okay, that means 14 organs at 1 second. I can have 1 second, the heart give out this X amount, right, of energy, right, and then the same second, the lung give out Y amount of energy, and then Z, and so on and so forth. So 14 organs. So that means if we can put it together once every even second, right, 14 organs, because we are alive. Don't forget, we got others organs as well. I'm just talking about the major organs. The amount of energy inside is bubbling, isn't it? Is really bubbling. Okay, right now. So if I put you attention like you're blowing a balloon. So now, one more year, I'll be 70. So that means I blow my balloon 70 years, and the balloon will be so big, right? Yeah. So if I keep blowing the balloon, okay, it might pop. So another example, okay, that means if you're cooking, so if you use a steam cooker, they always have a tiny little pinhole to allow the steam or pressure. Now, pressure in Chinese, 黑压, right? So it's also qi. So the pressure has to be released, because if a steam cooker, if you do not release the pressure, it will boom, blow again. So what I did was I put the same principle into us. So 17 years, right, of life force, if you want to use the word, or energy coming out from my 14 organs, they have to come out from the inside to the outside, inside the body to the outside of the body, because 17 years of my body was blowing up like this. No way, you know, the inside will not blow up. So there must be releasing it. So therefore, in the medical theory, we call it the source of the problem, which is like inside, what happened inside. And then we call view, right, outside. So that means something from inside always have to come out outside. So that means a meridian. One of the meridian, or apart from distributing all the stuff, right, is, to me, is a depressurizing system. Now, I've been wrote this 17 years ago in my PhD, okay, my dissertation. So at that time, I've been checked by 11 different professors. Right, I got quite a good mark on that because nobody have done it before. Meridian system actually is a depressurizing systems for our major organs, because if not, okay, yeah, we'll be dead. Because no way 70 years of that kind of pressure built up inside without affecting us. Because like, if you look at it this way, so the inside, if you don't let it out, now that means something. That means what? Blockages. That's how I link up with another topic called blockages in the Taoist medicine. So you got neurological blockages, you got muscular blockages, and also you've got biological blockages. So if we do not release the blockages or cleanse, right, or take away the blockages, that means inside will be trapped and it's not balanced. So that means if a regulations of a cycle of Xing Qi, moving of energy from the inside to the outside, right, has been regulated fairly good, that means our internal organs are healthy, the vitality. But if there's a blockages, right, somewhere, that means that particular organs will be affected, because neurological blockages, biological blockages, and musculoskeletal blockages will definitely stop the balance of the qi, of this visceral energy releasing to the outside of the body. Okay, yeah. So hopefully, thank you, poor angels, for helping. So hopefully very soon we can have some some equation coming up. So one thing we're working on now. Okay, mark it now. Third part.